Hey, good afternoon, G-Force. Gratitude powers potential. Monday, President's Day, just national federal holiday for a lot of people. And hope you're enjoying your day off and remembering the greatness of our leaders of the past and how they've helped preserve and protect our liberties. And many times we take these holidays for granted, but take some time to reflect. Be grateful that we have a constitution. We had leaders that swore to uphold the Constitution for our liberties and freedoms. So I am so grateful for this day. And today I just got a couple announcements. I'm just going to invite somebody in here, see if we can get Mark on here for a quick announcement about tonight's guest. Let me see if I can get this invitation out to him. And we are all good. We are all good. So yes, gratitude powers potential. And I'll just wait and see if Mark comes on here in a minute or two. But we got to be grateful for every moment. This is the most important moment of your life, this very second. And it changes everything. We can't hold a negative thought and a positive thought at the same time. So I'd rather put my thoughts to something positive. Now, when we have gratitude and dealing with circumstances that are outside our control, losses, disappointments, frustrations, sorrow, hurt, we can always go to a place of gratitude. It's not going to change the circumstances, but it gives you a better resource to deal with what's going on. So gratitude is, I call, the mortars between the bricks of life. And I think today's lesson sort of goes hand in hand. I remember studying Glenn Bill's book, The ABCs of Gratitude. And we're going to be talking about ABCs of attitude, excuse me, and how that plays in with gratitude. So today, in Bob Proctor's book, we're just going to just cover a few short lessons. Bob passed here 2 weeks ago, and he's going to be deeply missed, but not forgotten. And so I'm just working out of this book in tribute to Bob, my personal mentor, what he's meant in my life, how he's influenced and shaped me to be the best I can be and go after my dreams and my visions, live to my fullest potential, die without regrets. Like Art Williams says, if you don't have a vision, purpose, or a crusade in life, you're going to live a life of frustration, mediocrity, and regrets. And when he said that to me, I that didn't realize how powerful that was until years later. And that's been sort of my core values is wanting to serve and help people in many different ways. That's why I got involved in financial services through education, helping the American people better understand how to win financially as part of a movement through Dave Ramsey. We've helped well over 1 million, probably closer to 2 million individuals, families, and businesses secure their financial future. And I remember when Dave shared with me success has nothing to do with knowledge. It deals everything with behavior, so and belief system. So gratitude is a belief system. And so today I'm going to get into this lesson. It's not really broken down into chapters per se, but by topics. And this is the book. I highly encourage you to get it. It's like $8-10, something like that. Highly recommend any of Bob's writings. He's taking those 60, almost 70 years of wisdom and put them into books, easy to understand, easy to apply. But many times we do need a mentor or coach to help us walk us through to get those things enrooted in us. So today we're going to be talking about attitude. It's our gift, attitude. Now, our attitudes are nothing more than belief systems or perspectives and how they're formed. And, our attitude is behavior, it's a belief system. And it's how we look at attitudes is going to determine the results around you. See, that our attitudes are accumulation. The results we get are, like Einstein says, are nothing more than the accumulation of all their thoughts, our beliefs, our actions up to this point. Our attitudes. We can look around and we can see the things around us, the positives, the negatives. What is our attitude? What is our belief system? How can we improve our attitudes? And I believe it's through one of the instruments is gratitude. But see, attitude is our learned behaviors. A lot of them are subconscious. Some you go out of the way. We all have attitudes about something and everything, whether it be in our personal lives, our business lives, or spiritual lives, our political lives. We have attitudes and belief systems. And I love what it says in this chapter here that the word right, that's right, it's right, he's right, she's right. These words are echoed all the time. And when we think that we have the right answers to everything, we're going to be proved wrong at some point. We will defend our righteousness with an attitude. So we can go into that at another time, but that attitude determines your altitude. We've heard that. Attitude determines where you are at today. It's going to determine where you go tomorrow. And as Bob says, when you change or improve you, a person, your environment and surroundings change to reflect this improvement. See, that's how we know if we're growing. See, it's within our nature to achieve, to improve, to get better. Ambition, he talked about that earlier in the book. The last time I taught, ambition, it's within our nature. And the only thing that we have a barometer is, because our mind can play tricks on us, but is really look around. Who are the people you're surrounding yourself with? Are they positive or negative? Do they have positive attitudes, positive belief systems? It don't have to agree with them, but are they living at a high level of energy of positivity? They exude in their walk, their talk. The surroundings around them are directly in relationship. You can always tell a man's walk and his talk based on his surroundings. Who does he associate with? Are they like-minded? Are the results he's getting in the material world reflective of those attitudes and beliefs? We can always judge where we're at by our surroundings. And the beautiful thing is, with the right attitude, we can change the altitude, we can change everything around us. But for us to be able to do that, it's really going to start with how we change ourselves, our perspective, our belief systems. It's only then if you're in business or if you're in family relationships, your church organization, your social organizations you belong to, the only way we can make a difference in the world in any area is we got to change people. But we can't change people until we change ourselves. We become the walk and the talk. We're the demonstration, and that inspires people for awareness. What is that person's walk about? I want to know more. I want to learn more. I want to gain more. Inspires you. And it's only then when we change ourselves can we change the world around us. And we're going to stumble. We're going to make mistakes. And I'm going to close out with this. I remember with Sandy Gallagher, Bob Proctor's partner. She gave up a very lucrative law practice, the largest, had done more banking IPOs than the other law firm in the country at that time. But she saw Bob's teachings and she recognized that she was in a place she didn't really want to be. So she made that change and became Bob's Proctor's associate business partner. And I remember one time in a workshop with Bob, and Sandy came in as well, is many people have the wrong definition of what success is. And each person has a different perspective what success is, whether it be in their personal life, their business life. We all have our own definition. It's neither right nor wrong. But keep in mind, we're always seeking to improve. It's within our nature. And this is what Sandy said about success. Yeah, we want to go after XYZ. It's something bigger and than anything we've ever done, our dreams, our goals, our aspirations. We get scared, we get excited. But the real measure of success is who you become along the way. Are you improving? If you're improving, you're walking a path of success. Keep improving one step at a time, one foot after the other. When you fall, get up. Brush yourself off with a thought of gratitude. What did I come away with today that improved myself or improved somebody else? Because you can't occupy a negative space and a positive space at the same time. It will keep you moving forward. Gratitude with attitude. And I believe those two elements are so important. Being grateful with an attitude of positiveness, can do, openness, willing to look at the world through a different set of lenses, that my position isn't always right, or your position's not always right, that we're just open. And the truth will always manifest itself. That's why I love what Bob taught, that true laws that we're operating are non-man-made. They're non-man-made. And we will recognize truth with that. I remember what Bob Berg said in my interview a couple weeks ago. Amazing. He says the laws are the laws. And when somebody says they got something new to work with in this thing called personal development, a new way of thinking, no one has a new way. The laws are already been established. They operate by law, non-man-made, and they go back to the beginning of man's ability to document their thoughts, their beliefs, and they test time. What worked 1,000 years ago still works today because it's law. It is law. So gratitude is a law. Attitude falls within the laws. And no matter what the circumstances are, if you apply the law, you will always get equal result under the same circumstance. It's non-man-made. So when I don't like to use the word buy into it, we embrace that, boy, does everything change. And I'm going to close with this. Our environment, the world in which we live and work, is a mirror of our attitudes and expectations. Your living is determined not so much by what life brings to you as by the attitude you bring to life. Not so much but what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happens. When you look at attitude and gratitude, they are running exactly parallel. Exactly parallel. Laws run parallel. They don't contradict each other. And I think that's a great lesson today. And I will plant the seed with you. The threads of our thoughts determine the garments we wear. Think about that. The garments could be the environment that we have, our careers, our relationships. Our threads of our thoughts will determine the garments we wear. So tonight, I want to make an announcement real quick. Benjamin Gay III is coming on. Mark Gasser and I's Elevate Your Profits, 6 p.m. Turn on your notifications. I just recently interviewed Ben Gay, and because Bob Proctor and him had relationship going back into the 60s. And that was a great tribute that Ben gave for Bob Proctor the week before last. But tonight on Elevate Your Profits, Mark Gasser and I, we're going to be talking to Ben Gay about being in business for yourself, breaking down the myths around direct sales, network marketing, MLM, whatever you want to call it. He was in the early stages of some of the most successful companies in those industries back in the 60s. And he's going to share with you why to have another source of income through a business, what the advantages of, what to look for in a business, whether it be a traditional business, brick and mortar, or whether it be a direct sales, network marketing industry opportunity. And he will help you get a clearer picture what that may mean to you. Thanks, Jeanette, for making the nice comment. Absolutely true. The threads of our thoughts for ourselves and others we love. Yep. Determines the outcomes, determines what that relationship looks like. Threads of our thoughts, threads of our heart as well. You know, heart and mind are one in my perspective. So tonight, 6 p.m., Benjamin Gay III will be our guest. So turn on your notifications. It's already published on LinkedIn. It's already up on the Facebooks. Just turn on your notifications. We'll see you tonight. And G is for gratitude. I'm going to close out just running a quick video of my corporate sponsor. It allows me to do what I'm doing. Everybody have a great day.